Hi, this is Mario Guerra, the two-time former mayor of the great city of Downey. And I'm here with my co-host, the editor of the Downey Patriot, Eric Pierce. And you're watching Talking Downey with Mario
and Eric.
So, Eric, we're going to talk about a topic today that you're not a fan of talking about, not about this specific. It's just that it's a little controversial, and you're very vanilla, if you will, in a good way. Vanilla's everybody's favorite ice cream.
Right.
You're vanilla in politics, but we thought it was important to at least broach the particular subject on this.
So it's about the Dodgers. It's in the news. Dodgers.
You and I are both huge Dodger fans, right?
Right.
So we want to get that on the record.
So the Dodgers are in the news because it's now their 10th year, I think, doing a Pride Night at Dodger Stadium. And they were criticized because they were going to honor, as part of the Pride Night, they were going to honor a specific group, and that was criticized by people, and so the Dodgers backtracked, and so now there's controversy on both sides, and everybody's upset, and you have more details.
So, first of all, I'm surprised that the Dodgers did both things. First of all, award to a particular group that could be controversial, and then number two, retract it. I was surprised on both. So the Pride Night's been going on for 10 years. It's well received in the community. This is Los Angeles. No harm, no foul. It's great. It is supposed to be about inclusion and all those things that we all support, if you will. There's it's a matter of fact, their senior VP of marketing communications, Eric Braverman, who's openly gay, got married to his husband on second base last year. So the Dodgers have always been very inclusive to the LGBTQ community. But this year, somebody dropped the ball a little bit, and I'm going to give my personal perspective on there. They were going to honor, as one of the honorees, this group called the Sisters of the Perpetual Indulgence, okay? And if you look, it's a group organization. If you look at their website, they say, I don't like to use the Q word, but that's what they use on there. But they make fun of Catholic nuns, okay? They're supposed to do good, but they're making fun of Catholic nuns and so forth. And for me, why award a group that promotes diversion and diversity when you're trying to promote inclusiveness, right? So the controversy was that they were going to honor these folks, okay? Not that they were just going to be there or the pride thing on. So a lot of people, the Catholics across the country on there, and Senator Rubio did speak up about it on there, but they put some discussions. A lot of people called into the Dodgers. And again, listen, I'm a Catholic clergy. As a deacon, as you know, I have no problems. The Catholic Church has a gay and lesbian Catholic ministry. It was on the same floor as the Diaconate Formation Office. So for 25 years. For me on there, I had two gay brothers. I'm very open about my openness to embrace the LGBTQ community, and I have no issues. Everybody is a human person, and everybody should be loved by God, and regardless what our beliefs are. But this group, it rubbed the nerve on a lot of Catholics and Christians, to be honest with you. So I think the only point was why award or honor a particular type group. So my opinion, somebody at the Dodgers, not that they were invited, but to honor them is taking it to a different level.
Right.
So, and I know you had thoughts about that too.
I did have thoughts about it. And I think, honestly, I didn't want to talk about this because here's my opinion. And I know I'm going to get, criticized for it. But look, a lot of I'm Catholic. I honestly I don't care. I don't care. I don't have the energy to be outraged and upset every single day. And I think a lot of the people who are criticizing the Dodgers for honoring this group were not going to go to Pride Night anyways. We're talking about a segment of the population who is very conservative and they were not going to go to Pride Night, and so they're upset. But just you're upset. Every single day we're just as a society, we're just finding a new thing to be upset about, and we're getting now politicians who are jumping on the issue, and I don't think they are authentically upset or offended. I think they use it as an opportunity to get their name in headlines. Every day somebody now is offended. That's life. I like the Dodgers, and I go to the games, and I'm all for equity and being inclusive. I give a lot of my time and my money towards nonprofits, towards helping people. I'm very proud to be a productive member of our society, and I work hard to be a good person and to treat people with respect. I just don't have the energy to be outraged like this, and I think a lot of it is fake outrage on both sides, and so I don't have a strong opinion on this. Whether the Dodgers choose to honor this group or not, I don't care, and maybe I should care. I just can't. I have so much going on, in my professionally and personally. Like, I'm trying to stay like in my lane. I do what I can to make Downey a great community. What the Dodgers do, that's not on my radar, and if other people have strong feelings, more power to you. I just hope it's authentic. I feel like a lot of it nowadays is just very fake, manufactured outrage.
And I think that you're right. It goes on both sides, because I think a lot of the people that were against this particular group, I don't know what percentage on there, but you're right. They were promoting their own agendas. Then after the Dodgers reversed their decision on there, there's a lot of fakeness in that too on there, in the outrage, and some of the supervisors and other people.
People jump on it.
So people jump on it because it's a cause to jump on. So I will tell you this. I have 4 season tickets there, and you and I have gone to the game, and we love our seats and so forth. So my 4 seats were going to be used that day. Okay, so again, with somebody else that had bought a ticket, it's a different story, right? So I think that the same people with the outrage, we're going to be there, okay? Because I don't care in a bad way about having Pride Night. I would gladly have been there in my seats with Pride Night, and I'd applauded and celebrated, and good. You get a cool hat with the rainbow LA logo on it and so forth. So I don't have any issues with that. I do have an issue though when the Dodgers, they let Trevor Bauer go and paying him $20 million because it didn't fit their image, if you will. And rightfully so. I'm not arguing that point, but they were willing to put $20 million and pay him not to come back because of what they perceived to be a bad image for them. And yet they are going to award and honor, not just invite, award and honor a group that promotes the division. That promotes, not inclusivity. So all these people now that are outraged, you need to be more inclusive. Watch what they were doing. So the Dodgers, they blew it somewhere, okay? They didn't think it through at the beginning. And then whether they're right in pulling it back, I think the majority of people who love the Dodgers are going to be happy with that. If anybody sees this group and what they are, even if you're part of the LGBTQ community, look what this group does. Okay, don't look at the Dodgers, say, you're anti-gay. They're not. They've had an LA Pride event for 10 years. Okay, the Dodgers, their senior vice president is openly gay, and he was married at second base last year. So anyways, so I do get outraged at people that are making this a political issue. We're talking about it here. Number one, the city of Downey is going to an LA night, not on the Pride night, but so it's part of LA, if you will, in the city of Downey. But we're here. I'm a Catholic clergy, and I've had a lot of people reach out to me on both sides, and they know my positions. I'm very openly, pro-LGBTQ, which is, most people say, wow, you're a Catholic clergy. Like, yeah, they're not mutually exclusive. We can do both because it's a good thing. So anyway, so we're talking about something that we love. And I do agree with you one point, is that it's hard to continue to be outraged every single day. There's something going on bad on there. This one touched a little bit closer to home, and I applaud the Dodgers for admitting that they made a mistake in honoring this group. I hope they pick somebody else.
Well, see, that's one of the issues. I don't think the Dodgers are backtracking because they think they did anything wrong. I think they're just they got a lot of pressure from people, and they're bowing to the pressure of the people who are against it. I don't think they recognize that they did anything wrong.
I disagree
and even
with
if you read their
yeah.
statement, that's what it said. I don't think they're not admitting making a mistake.
Yeah.
They're just saying in order to please people.
Well, I think it's Major League Baseball was partly behind that too. So Major League Baseball on there, again, you can't alienate that many people in the country because, again, this particular group, it's not about LGBTQ. It's not, because I shouldn't say that, I don't know. A lot of teams have a Pride Night, okay, in Major League Baseball. And they're having a Pride events and being pro or open LGBTQ, that's become the norm, and everybody has accepted that. It's when you mock nuns. It's when you mock a particular faith. How would you like to honor a group that particularly mocks another faith? What if there was a group at X night, okay, Southern night, that mocks LGBTQ people as their platform, okay, on their website? So wouldn't people be outraged for that? This particular group mocks and makes fun of and is anti-Catholic and is anti-Christian by their own admission. So I'm sorry, I am a little outraged that the Dodgers were dumb enough to invite them to award them. I don't care if they're there, because that's their part of the Pride Night. So anyways, I think they did admit they made a mistake because they pulled back, receiving all this false criticism, if you will, from the LGBTQ community. But I think for them, all I say is, look at this particular group. Don't be anti anything. You say you're for inclusiveness, you say you're for less division, then you can't be divisive and put down a particular faith of people. That's one of the largest faiths in the country, and especially the Christian community worldwide is one of the largest faiths. So don't put down people and expect people not to put you down. That's all I'm saying is on there with that. So let's just treat everybody good. I'm glad they're not being honored. I don't care anymore either. I might even go to that night, on purpose, that we use the 4 tickets on there just I want my hat, and let's go. But now people that are pulling out of going to the event, I think it hurts them. They're not making a point anymore. This is about one award, not a particular situation. So anyway.
I'll let you have the last word because, like I say, I think you care about this a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
So I'll let you have
Well, it's interesting is I care that you don't care. I care that, the Dodgers made a decision that I thought was appropriate. I care about people not putting down other faiths. I care about people not putting down LGBTQ. I care about people treating everybody the same. I care about people treating everybody good. And I think now we need to move forward on there. So I do care a lot, but I care about human beings and people. And I think we all need to be able to get along and to be inclusive and less division and less diversion. So anyways, so with that, let's move forward and let's treat everybody good and let's treat everybody openly and fair, and let's go on with that. So, okay. All right. So you've been listening to an edited version, one that just shows our opinions. They're of Talking Downey with Mario
and Eric.